get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. So Washington State's offense will have the football first. Washington, as it so often has over the years, dominated the last time they saw the Cougs.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Bringing the heat. A little release to the back. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after.
Oh, he's got some space. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And as a defense, you can practice the option all week, but seeing it live on this first drive, it's really hard to stop. A lot of success early. Let's see if this defense can settle in.
Here comes the option. Leaves it with the back. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. Washington State has it all working right now. They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup, and here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years. But this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
Washington State will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So Washington's offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Washington sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They're going to mark this one at the 15.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Burleson. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. The last-second quarterback pulled the football. He was able to complete the throw.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Reads it, fires complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Williams looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Washington. Made a defender miss. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Here as they go back to work. Trying the left side. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Williams will pass. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll give it to the back. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The run to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Burleson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Washington State sends out the punt unit. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Williams looking for a man. Fires left. Just missed. And gave him just a little too much.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Got him downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. I wonder a lot of times why teams don't run this route more often. It's an impossible matchup for the defense.
Yeah, linebacker on running back. I'm going to lose that matchup a lot, but a nice job by the running back selling to the flats just enough to get that inside space to open up, make the catch, and start getting down the field.
Backs looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touch. Huskies. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hold and finds his man on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
Here's a heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Washington. Defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. Grab near the marker. It's Burleson. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. They'll run play action. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking for a man. It's Fox. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The give on the option. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one. He's open on the right. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a first down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards. I got to get that first down so I get another set of downs so we can keep this drive alive.
Catch in the middle, it's Harris.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab and took it off. Score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. A lot of intrigue with this second half still to come as we send things back to the Evergreen State.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find... Reese in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Finds his man. It's Lawson. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Husky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Cougars will have it 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to throw. It's Fox. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, I think this quarterback just needs to do a better job working through his progression. Looked to me like he was trying to force that into his guy who was covered on the play. There were other people open.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
Some offense. Let's go. Use it now. Use it now.
The Huskies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's reeled in. It's Burleson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Washington State will have to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Williams will pass. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Harris. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He'll keep it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Got his man. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They send the tight end in motion. Catch in the middle. It's Pope. At the 45 on his way. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Run in the red zone. It's Woods. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington State. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Motion from the wideout. Pulled and fired complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Back to throw, it's Fox. Makes the catch, it's Washington. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. They're going back to the ground. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll move the tight end. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Rob.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. And they can't. Connection on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Fox. He makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Field goal is good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That last score sort of felt like the finishing touches on a great meal, didn't it, as they get ready to line up for the kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time. Knock him down at the 31. The Huskies have that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.